What's up, everybody? Chad with Chad's DIY Garage. The name of the channel is DIY, so let's go DIY some stuff. So if you're into cool old cars like I am, this is my 65 Corvair. I'm going to be doing a ton of work on this thing over the winter. So if you want to check it out, I've got another video, got the front half painted. Don't ask me, I'm a dumbass. It's just what I do. I did put some Mini Cooper seats in there. Anyways, y'all want to find out about the Corvair, check out the channel. I'll have videos coming up. Today, what we're doing is getting ready for winter. So I need to do some stuff to my wife's car, and really I'm gonna be going to work. Well, I have been going to work in the dark, and so what we're working on today, and the reason you're here is because these headlights are jacked up. Okay, both of them. I can't see squat out of these things, and so we're gonna try on the cheap to fix them. So the best way that I've found is to just use some good old wet sandpaper, sand them up, put on some kind of a coating, and today we're going to be trying out this Meguiar's headlight coating. I haven't tried it yet. Hopefully it works pretty good. It does say that it keeps headlights clear for 1 year. So a year from now I'll probably be doing a video, but let's not lie, I probably won't have that car a year from now, so I won't have a clue, but maybe. I like the money, I love the lines. Anyways, we can't be doing all that today. So basically what we're gonna do, I've got my water, I've got my headlight coating, and I've got some sandpaper. I'm starting off with some 320. See how that works. Got one thing of 400. It is what it is. Some 1,000, some 2,000, some 3,000. We'll see how that looks, and then we'll try some of this coating. Now, I have in the past used just regular car wax, and that works great. Some well, you know, whatever car wax you've got, if it's kind of a paste, that works great too. But this is the reason I bought this. It was like 10 bucks at Walmart, and I knew my headlights were janky. So let's go get you set up and we'll get started. So I recommend always using some tape if you care about your paint. My paint looks like crap anyways, so we're not even gonna bother. I'm gonna need paint to mask up the Corvair in there, so I'm just not messing with it. You got your sandpaper. Let's start off with some 320, see how this looks. I may even need to go a little bit more aggressive than this. I don't know. I'm sure I've got some other sandpaper in there. But what you're doing is you're just getting off all that oxidation, and these are plastic lenses. These are not glass. So just over time, the sunlight, heat, and everything just tears them up. Makes them look horrible. So keep it wet and sand away, and you'll start to be able to see, because the headlights will be wet, and you'll actually start to see, the more you sand, a lot of clarity coming through. You'll be able to see what the inside of the headlights are looking like. I got a whole bunch of overspray. Whoever had this car did one of my tricks and oversprayed all kinds of blue all over these lenses. So I'm gonna finish up with some of this 300. You don't need to watch all this, it'd be boring. Okay, that's basically what it looks like after some 320. you're still going to be able to see some scratch marks, and I'm actually feeling a little bit of roughness up through here, so I'm going to hit that with the 320 some more. I've always felt like you can see better with your fingers than you can with your eyes a lot of times. So right in there, it's still pretty rough. So I'm going to hit it some more and we'll come right back. All right, so what I wound up actually having to do with that is I went and grabbed some 220 that I have, just because the 320 just wasn't getting it. So I'm sure most of you guys know, but some of you who don't, when you're looking at sandpaper, the lower the number, the more aggressive the sandpaper is. So if you've got something, like an 80 grit will sand off more than a 320 grit, if that makes sense. It's more aggressive. But what that does is it puts deeper scratches in whatever you're sanding. So I took the 220, got that sanded down fairly well, and then I had to go back over it with the 320 to take those deeper scratches and lessen them. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over it with some 400, and then we're going to jump up to some 1000. So I'm not going to show you the 400, but I will show you what it looks like after I've hit it with 1000 grit. All right, well, now I've hit it with some 1000 grit, and once it dries, you're going to start to see it haze back up because you've sanded it. Okay, but when it's wet, that's going to give you a good idea of how your headlight's actually going to look once you've got the coating on there. So that's after some 1000 grit. I still want to get it a little bit more clear than that. Now that is a humongous difference. That's a big difference between that, which is basically what it started as. Okay, so even 1000 grit, you can call it a day, but it's still probably not gonna look exactly how you want to. So, but you know, that's up to you. This I'm going to be able to see quite a bit better just from what we're doing right now. So I'm going to hit it with some 2000 grit, see what that looks like, and we'll come back. All right, so that's just about a minute or two of polishing with the 2000 grit. Now since I've got some 3000, I'm just going to go ahead and hit it with that too. But see, you can see once you get it wet, that's pretty much how it's going to come out. So I'd say that's looking pretty darn good for how bad these were to start out. There's no sense with how easy this is for most people, and if you're watching this channel, you should, you're trying to do things yourself and save yourself some money. Okay, now that's after 3000 grit. 3000 grit. Now it's still looking hazy, okay, because it's dried. So I've wiped this down. One more thing that I like to do, now these aren't going to come out looking perfect, okay, but they are going to be a lot better than what they were. It's just keep your expectations to where they should be, unless you want to spend 150 bucks on some new lenses. But this will get you where you need to be safety wise and looking a little bit better. And once we get the old Meguiar's sprayed on there, you should notice quite a difference. And if it doesn't, then I'm going to look like an idiot, and you're going to know that this Meguiar's stuff does not work. So I guess that's what we're going to go ahead and do now. Like I said, I don't care about this paint job. Somebody spray painted this, looks like crap. Generally, you're going to want to lift your hood. You're going to want to mask off around everything. I'm not doing that. So what we're going to do is, I've got it dried off. This is the worst way to do things, guys. So don't always do what I say. One final thing before I do this is, when I'm doing my strokes, I want to do it in one direction. Okay, so you're making big scratches, and then you're filling in smaller scratches, smaller scratches, smaller scratches, smaller scratches. And what this is going to do is put a nice coating on there, kind of like a wax, and it's going to fill in all of these scratches that you're seeing because it's dry. It should make it come out nice and clear. So I don't know if I need to shake this or not. I don't read instructions like I'm supposed to, but now looky there. Looky there. I'd say that looks pretty darn good. I'm just gonna do that one light coat on there, let it dry, and see how she comes out. But that is a huge improvement in literally about 15 minutes versus that. So now I've got to come over here and do that one. I'll do that one off camera just because, and you'll just have to take my word for it. But guys, there it is. That's going to dry up and be crystal clear, and that's what you want. You want to be able to get the most light output. Now this does say that it'll hold that clarity for a year, so I guess we're going to see. So not a perfect job, but if you need, you know, if you're thinking, man, I can't see shit out of these headlights, you know, 15 minutes, 20 minutes probably, and probably 20 bucks worth of materials, and you can get that done. So like I said, I picked this up at Walmart for $10, and you know, a lot of you guys have already got wet sandpaper sitting around your garage, and if not, you know, pick some up. You'll have it for a long time. You're not going to use too much doing this, you know, and you can reuse it. So there you have it. Thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions or want to tell me it looks like crap, go ahead and send me a little message down there in the comment section. If you like this kind of video, please give me a thumbs up. I appreciate it. If you want to see some cool content on what I'm going to be doing with the Corvair, it's going to be pretty neat, and I can't wait to get working on it full time. But I got to get these other cars ready to go for the winter, so that one's going to have to wait for just a little bit. But thank you all for watching, and have a great day. So I know I told you we were done with the video, but apparently not. I actually had to get a little aggressive and put that sander on that one because it was really bad. You saw it earlier, but that's the finished product. Really, I only probably have about a half hour of time total in it, and I'll be able to see, which is great. And if you guys are interested in any of the Corvair content, which I will have a ton of videos coming up, I got a new door. There's a passenger door. A buddy of mine dropped off. He only charged me 25 bucks, so thanks a lot, Ryan. I appreciate it, man. It's actually the guy, Ryan is the guy who sold the car to the guy that I bought the car off of. So he was the owner a couple owners ago. But the reason he knew that this door was screwed up, and he had that door along with a whole box of other stuff. I don't have room for the whole box of other stuff, but he did make me a hell of a deal on that. So I appreciate it, Ryan, and we're gonna get that thing cleaned up, sanded down, installed. So that'll be a whole episode. Probably be a big old mess. But watch JR go. John Ross always doing a great job. So thanks a lot, guys, and watch for more videos. Thanks. What's up, everybody? Chad with Chad's DIY Garage. Fuck.